What's up, guys? Shane Reacts here with my last video for the week. This one we're going to dive into Mac Miller for the last time. After some of the YouTube comments, a lot of people wanted me to check out his newest album, Circles. So we're going to do that. Before we dive in, we'll hit up with what's going to happen next week. So Monday, I'm finally going to hit back with a Mariah Carey video. That video has the most views, and they wanted me to do something else. So I'm going to do Mariah Carey's Daydream video album. Wednesday, I'm going to do Glass Animals album Zaba, or Zaba, I don't know how to pronounce it, and that's requested by Alita Salazoni. And then Friday, we're going to do the Gaslight Anthem, the 59 sound, and that was requested by Chris Donnelly. I haven't heard any of them. I have heard of the Gaslight Anthem, I think maybe from an old MLB game. Glass Animals I've never heard of. That is going to be a 3-part album review. I'm going to do that one, and then in the following weeks I'll probably do the other 2. I heard there's a good story for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good weekend. So we're going to get into Mac Miller's album, Circles. Has it labeled as hip-hop. I don't know what I would label it as. It hits a lot of genres. This one I thought was a lot better than the first one I listened to, Good AM. It runs at 49 minutes, and this was just for the YouTube commenters that wanted to see me do something, another album from him. So let me know what you guys rate this as when you comment. You know, if you don't agree with me, that's totally fine. We're gonna have different music backgrounds, unless you guys are also metalheads. But I also don't hate hip hop or rap or anything. So. Vocals is the only downfall I see in this. My wife noticed it right away too on the first song, Circles, so the self-titled song. It almost sounds like, I hate to say it, like it almost sounded like he had a stroke through this, like singing it. Kind of mumbled through it. I still understood the words, but I feel like he's holding back. I don't know why. But so 6 out of 10 for that. I honestly thought I could have went lower, but the album had some good sounds throughout that changed up a little bit with the vocals, so gave it the 6. Lyrics 9 out of 10. This one's way better. The first one I felt like there's a lot of what you see today. I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna do this. Where this one, it talks about, you know, struggles with depression, and then there's a good side of life, a bad side of life, and just trying to make it through day by day. That was a common theme throughout. So that's why I gave cohesiveness a 9 too, so I won't have to touch up on that. Despite the outcome, I don't know if he meant to kill himself or meant to OD, or if that was accidental. I remember when he passed away, so if you guys can let me know. But like most people get depressed, I want you guys to know that there is always a brighter side. Just try to work through it. I know it's easy to say it, but there's times I get down too, so maybe not necessarily as some of you may, but there's always a brighter side. Try to work your way through it as best as you can. Work it through day by day, like he says in this album. That's why I think the lyrics were great. I think it's something that you can listen to, and despite the lyrics being somewhat dark at times, the instruments were great. Everything sounded like a different song. It was very upbeat instrumentals. Yeah, I know most were computer generated, but it was very nicely done. It wasn't just a beat that they bought off of some kid. At least I hope not. So lyrics 9, cohesiveness 9. Actually, instrumentals, I put it as an 8, but I'm gonna bump it up to a 9. I don't know why I gave it an 8. So then my overall score is gonna be a little skewed. It's gonna be a little over an 8. Quality, I gave it an 8, and it's only because of the lyrics. I think whoever produced this should have said, hey, this album's great, but maybe we should change the way you're singing some of this, or saying it, or rapping it, however you guys wanna tell me how he's doing it. But I did not hate this album at all. Good AM, I would never listen to again. And I wouldn't, if Good AM was on, I wouldn't complain about it. But with this album, Circles, on, like, I could picture this being on at a bar or whatever with my friends, especially during the summer if I'm on a work trip or whatever in California or whatever. This would be, you know, this is a good vibing album. Super easy to listen to. Despite the vocal style, the lyrics are great, the music's great, it sounds great. So take it as you will. So overall, it's going to be just over an 8. We'll say 8.25. I had an 8, but then I just changed that instrumental score. So I will probably go back to Mac Miller in the future. Once I get the laptop up and running with proper editing software, and then I could get like you know, the album cover, the album here, get an album cover here maybe, and then we could do the ratings up top. And give him justice, because this is an artist that a lot of people talk about. I've heard about him for years, never listened. So I do want to revisit this when I can make better videos for you guys and kind of fully shut the door on this. But this is it for now. This is my only video that had more thumbs down than thumbs up, which isn't a lot. I got 40 something followers. I am getting decent views though, so I appreciate it. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, my music background is I listen to a lot of Architects, After the Burial. I even listen to stuff like Amorosa, Dance Gavin Dance. I don't even know. I'm stuck with like Vultures. Really, I'm open to anything. Volumes. Veil, the typical metal stuff. So when I go to stuff like Mac Miller or Mariah Carey, or I know there's a Kenny Chesney coming up maybe eventually, like those are new for me. So please take my review with a grain of salt. It's just from a different musical perspective and my background too. You know, I'm a typical white kid. I grew up in the suburbs. So when I'm listening to maybe some of these albums, whether it be country or hip hop, or even metal where it comes from a darker background or from rising up, like I didn't experience that. So you guys may say, hey, you know, your grading's crap on the vocals. We're just different backgrounds maybe. But I do appreciate you guys watching. The thumbs up, the downs, the thumbs down, it's all fine. But request more in the comments, more artists. I do like doing the albums again from the same artists I did. But maybe there's someone else out there that I should listen to that's like Mac Miller that you think I may like with my background. And I know lately, especially with the heavier music, it's been going more towards a pop scene and adding more influences from pop and hip hop. So maybe there's an artist out there where you think, all right, like this guy's kind of getting more of a rock vibe, even though he's big in the hip hop community. So let me know. Have a good weekend. It's Valentine's weekend, so treat your significant other right. Take them out. Have a good one. Don't forget, like, subscribe. See you.